So the last story is from the first hour, and I believe, is it Khizr? I want to get his name right.
I believe it's Khizr.
Khizr. Okay. So one of the most powerful moments of the final night of the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia was the speech of Khizr Khan, whose son, a captain in the Army, I believe, and forgive me if he was a Marine, was killed in combat in Iraq. He very bravely, as they saw a large vehicle approaching that looked menacing and dangerous, he stopped his men and he himself approached the vehicle. And when the vehicle exploded, he was killed. His men lived. In many ways, he protected the lives of his men. And his father spoke eloquently and harshly to Donald Trump at the Democratic Convention.
If it was up to Donald Trump, he never would have been in America. Donald Trump consistently smears the character of Muslims. He disrespects other minorities, women, judges, even his own party leadership. He vows to build walls and ban us from this country. Donald Trump, you're asking Americans to trust you with their future. Let me ask you, have you even read the United States Constitution? I will gladly lend you my copy. In this document, look for the words liberty and equal protection of law. Have you ever been to Arlington Cemetery? Go look at the graves of brave patriots who died defending United States of America. You will see all faiths, genders, and ethnicities. You have sacrificed nothing and no one. We cannot solve our problems by building walls, sowing division. We are stronger together.
Obviously very powerful stuff from Khizr Khan. His son was a captain in the Army, killed in combat in Iraq. You have sacrificed nothing. That was a powerful moment. And many Republicans on my Twitter feed, and establishment Republicans, recognized and referred to that as by far the most powerful moment at either convention over the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, no question. And what's interesting about this moment and the reverberations that it's already had is not just how effectively it calls out Trump, but that Ann Coulter decided she was going to plant her flag on this one and like make some crack about, oh, here's what we needed, some guy who sounds like Fareed Zakaria. And even other Republicans.
She made fun of his accent, yeah.
Yeah, other Republicans are like, you know what? No. Like, knock it off. This is a guy who lost his son in combat. He's an American. You're too much. And for anybody on the right to tell Ann Coulter you're too much, that's a moment.
I don't know how that is too much. Or I know how that's too much, but like, how do we gotten to the point where people like Ann Coulter, people who are paint by numbers responding to things, that's what it is. It's what is the least controversial thing someone has said, and I'll call it controversial. What is the most powerful moment, and I will undercut it because that's what people are talking about, and that's what I'll plant my flag on.
How do I Don Rickles this thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, right. Of course, he's a comedian, though, so it's different.
Well, no, I'm not.
No, I hear you.
No offense meant to Mr. Rickles.
No, I know
you know what I mean.
But it's and you know, and then there's this movement of alleged leftists who are really masquerading as leftists and are people on the alt-right who think that the things that people like Ann Coulter say somehow needs to be defended as part of free speech. No one is suggesting that Ann Coulter go to prison for saying this. She gets to say it. She gets to tweet it.
But we also get to have an opinion about
We
it.
get to have an opinion about it, and she doesn't have a right to get booked. Right? I mean, the right to free speech doesn't mean you get to go on Morning Joe, right? You know, so and denying her that right and those forums, that's not blocking free speech. That's exercising free speech because of exactly what Brett was talking about. This is just finding something good and pure and recognizing that if I say something about it, it's what people are talking about, and I'll get my name out there. And we have no obligation whatsoever under the Constitution to participate in that kind of nonsense.
I don't think Donald Trump will want to borrow that Constitution because it's tiny, and he only likes huge, huge.
It would fit so well in his hands.
It would fit so well in his hand. So question was, I thought that Constitution looked fairly new. Like
I thought it was an iPhone. I thought he was
At first, I thought that's what it was too. Well, Chris Matthews said that it's the kind of thing that when you're taking citizenship classes in this country that they give you.
Absolutely.
So maybe that's his. You know.
I'm sure it is.
I have a pocket Constitution.
Nerd.
I have the app.
You have the app?
I do.
Yeah, nice, the Constitution app. Okay, guys, this was fun. A good hour 2, good hour 1. Alonso, Lissette, Brett, thanks for being here. Have a good weekend,
Thank
everybody.
you.
I'm pretty sure Cenk and Anna are back Monday, obviously, as they travel back from the East Coast and 2 weeks spent conventioning. So I think they're back Monday with many stories to tell. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye, guys.